sorry about the diehard bullshit.
Yeah, it's okay. It's one of my biggest hobbies, and I like to save office buildings, airports, and New York City schools sequentially. A huge party animal. I'm actually having a party right after this. It's a theme party, a movie theme party. It's an I Am Legend party, which means none of you fuckers are invited. It pretty much just is me drinking a handle of vodka alone in my apartment, watching Shrek, reciting it verbatim. So who misses the Four Loko? Anyone want to give it a round of applause? No, everybody had a bad night or two. Yeah, I really miss the Four Loko because I really miss that kind of fucked up where it's like you're not all sloppy, you're just fucking jacked. Like one of my friends, I remember one time we were drinking Four Loko at his house, and he was just real pumped, and he was just screaming at this kid who was across the street, and he was like, "Hey, what the fuck are you doing across the street from my house?" And I was like, dude, first of all, it's cool that he's across the street from your house, that's fine, because like he can stand there, but also that's a bush. And he was like, "Fucking bushy, fuck this country," and I was like, dude, and the only way we got him to come down was to get him to do a bunch of push-ups. So I'm a movie fanatic. Anybody a Netflix subscriber? Yeah. I love the Watch Instantly feature. The problem is I've watched all the good movies on it, so I'm kind of coming down to the bottom of the barrel. The other day I caught myself watching a 1990s thriller starring Michael Keaton and Andy Garcia, entitled Desperate Measures. And if that is an irony, I don't know what is, which is entirely possible because I always get that word confused. I kind of always forget that read it. Anybody have any really dumb fucking friends? I have a lot of them. Yeah, some of my friends are real dumb. I was watching the Super Bowl with one of my friends one time, and he was like, "Hey John, I bet you $5 that the Steelers win," and I was like, "Okay." Then, like 2 minutes into the game, Green Bay scored a touchdown, and my friend was like, "I think I might have to rethink this bet." I was like, "You can't fucking do that. Try doing that, like bet on some ponies and be like, oh yeah, like sorry to be a pain in the ass, but like just take these tickets and rip them up. Like my horse is way the fuck back there. There is no fucking way he's gonna win, so just take him, get rid of him, just give him my money back." Is that cool? But did anybody watch that big game that day, that Sunday? I'm talking, of course, about the Puppy Bowl. Are you guys familiar with the Puppy Bowl? It's an Animal Planet production where they basically just like have a bunch of puppies running around aimlessly. They act like it's a game with rules. They get like a referee, he's like always metrosexual with like a faux hawk and stuff. And I'm just like, there's no way this guy knows about football. They should get like a special guest referee that knows about football at the Puppy Bowl, like Michael Vick. I wish, like Michael Vick, I wish I was fucking fast enough that people would forget that I committed awful atrocities against a bunch of fucking animals. But there was a time where everybody was not too big on Michael Vick anymore. I remember if you would go to a bunch of used clothing stores, like I do, which you probably can't tell. But there was a time where it's like when you went to the red shirts, it was just like fucking Michael Vick jerseys. Like everybody was like, I don't want this shit anymore. And it was kind of like the Chumbawamba of the C-section in CD world. And it was just yeah, basically that's a fate worse than death, becoming the Chumbawamba of the NFL world. So I used to go to a lot of punk shows, I still do, but I used to go to a lot more, especially in my high school years. I remember one specific show that I went to where the singer of this band, RSO, he was singing and some girl fell, and he kind of just mounted on top of her and was just had her pinned to the ground. And she was, you know, squirming and laughing and having a good time, and everyone was laughing. It was like, oh, this is ridiculous. Oh, punk, cool, 70s, whatever. And so then she just started getting like kind of uncomfortable. It got real long. Like he had her down there and had her not moving for like 10, 15 minutes. Like he was going through songs. He was like doing like little bits on the microphone, and I just couldn't help but think like, wow, I picked like the wrong creative outlet. Like I couldn't climb on top of this fine gentleman and just pin him down and be like, so how about Facebook? That's it for me. Next comedian coming to the stage is James Griffin. Should I make a bad Family Guy joke? I'm gonna refrain.
He's good.